Unit 8 Advertising Unit Quiz 1. The AIDA approach does not include A. Attention. B. Demand. C. Interest. D. Action. The answer is not B. Demand. 2. Personal advertising includes A. Name tags. B. Blog websites. C. Car signs. D. All of these. Answer D. 3. What does the term logo refer to? B. An identifying design or symbol. 4. Blind ads are ads that fail to include C. Broker identification. 5. The most cost-effective advertising medium for selling a home likely would be B. The Internet. 6. The average real estate brokerage is likely to spend the greatest portion of its advertising dollars on A. Internet postings. 7. A billboard reads, Joe's Realty A serving Price County. The billboard would be considered D. Institutional advertising. 8. An advertiser with an extremely low advertising budget would most likely avoid C. Billboards. 9. Which statement is false about display ads? False is D. Capital letters are easier to read than lowercase letters. 10. In preparing display ads, a good advertiser should C. Use no more than 2 typefaces in an ad. Unit 9 The buyer and the property showing. Unit Quiz 1. Callers from a for sale sign are likely to be A. Satisfied with the area. B. Looking for a more expensive home. C. Satisfied with the general exterior appearance. D. Both A and C. Answer D. B. Looking for a more expensive home. C. Satisfied with the general exterior appearance. 2. If we compare callers from classified ads with those from for sale signs, in general, A. Callers from signs are more likely to end up buying homes that cost less than the home they called about. B. Callers from ads are more likely to end up buying homes that cost more than the home they called about. C. Both of these are true. C. 3. Real estate professionals should A. Limit showing to their own listings. B. Show overpriced property first to make the one house seem a bargain. C. Avoid driving through nearby minority areas. D. Do none of these. Answer D. 4. In showing property, you should A. Never show a prospect more than 3 homes in one day. B. Show prospects a really nice home they can't afford in order to keep up their interest. C. Never change your showing plans once you start. D. Do none of these. Answer D. 5. The qualifying process includes discovering A. The buyer's motivation. B. The buyer's needs and interests. C. A down payment they can make and the amount they can finance. D. All of these. Answer D. 6. The front-end loan qualifying ratio is the ratio of A. Gross housing costs to gross income. 7. The back-end qualifying ratio refers to the ratio of B. Total housing expense plus long-term debt to gross income. 8. A good policy for a professional real estate salesperson would be to C. Ask open-ended questions of prospective buyers. 9. For personal safety concerns, you should A. Meet prospects at your office. B. Avoid ostentatious jewelry or accessories. C. Leave front doors unlocked at showing. D. Do all of these. Answer D. 10. If another agent is showing a home when you arrive for a showing, what should you do? C. Wait inconspicuously until the other agent completes his or her showing and leaves. Unit 10 Obtaining the offer and creating the sales agreement. Unit Quiz 1. A good salesperson A. Uses technical terms whenever possible to impress buyers. B. Speaks fast so she can reach the closing. C. Approaches every customer in the same way. D. Does none of these. Answer D. 2. A salesperson appeals to buying motives. Which of the following is a buying motive? A. Love of family. B. Comfort and convenience. C. Security. D. All of these. Answer D. 3. Disadvantages of homeownership include A. Increase in expenses. B. Risk. C. Lack of liquidity. D. All of these. Answer D. 4. Buying signals might include a buyer's A. Whispering with a spouse. B. Pacing off a room. C. Seeming reluctant to leave a property. D. Doing all of these. Answer D. 5. A prospective buyer says, the price is too high. The best response is D. Why do you feel that the price is too high? 6. A professional salesperson knows that A. Telling is more effective than asking. B. Appealing to emotions should be avoided. C. In dealing with a cautious buyer, you should be assertive and push for a decision. D. None of these apply. Answer D. 7. When you ask prospective buyers if they prefer June 1st, July 1st, or August 1st for possession, what type of closing technique are you using? B. Positive choice. 8. The paragraph in the purchase contract in which the buyer indicates an intention to occupy the property, applies to 1A 4-unit residential properties, is important because it relates to A. Liquidated damages. 9. Who can modify an accepted offer to purchase? D. The buyer and the seller by mutual agreement. 10. In making a property inspection, the inspector hired by the buyer negligently damaged the air conditioning unit. Who is responsible for the damage based on the California Residential Purchase Agreement and Joint Escrow Instructions? Seller B. The buyer. Unit 11 from offer to closing. Unit Quiz 1. For listing agents, selling real estate involves 3 separate sales. Which is not one of them? A. Obtaining the listing. B. Advertising for buyers. C. Selling the buyer as to an offer. D. Selling the seller on acceptance. Answer is not B. Advertising. 2. You receive 2 offers on a property you have listed. One is from your own firm and the other, which was received an hour earlier, is from another firm. You should C. Present the offers at the same time. 3. It would be most difficult to persuade an owner to accept a reasonable offer received A. 3 days after listing the property. 4. When presenting an offer on your listing for less than list price, it is good policy to C. Recommend that sellers counter or reject offers when acceptance is not in their best interest. 5. Many buyers have second thoughts after placing an offer. This buyer apprehension is commonly known as C. Buyer's remorse. 6. Which statement regarding counteroffers is not true? A. A counteroffer serves as a rejection of an offer. B. If the counteroffer is not accepted, the owner has the option of accepting the original offer. C. A counteroffer turns the original offeree, the owner, into an offeror. D. Both A and C. Answer is B. If the counteroffer is not accepted, the owner has the option of accepting the original offer. 7. You should be particularly wary if an offer is received on your listing that contains the words A. Subordination. 8. Rent skimming is C. A buyer's failure to apply rents to loans that were assumed. 9. After 2 months, you receive an offer on one of your listings. Although for less than the listing amount, the offer is certainly reasonable based on the CMA. You should recommend to the owners that D. They accept the offer. 10. After an offer is accepted, the listing agent should A. Keep track of escrow progress. B. Make certain all papers are signed by the parties. C. Make certain that conditions are being met. D. Do all of these. Answer D. Unit 12 Real Estate Financing. Unit Quiz 1. A loan covering more than one property would be a B. Blanket encumbrance. 2. What type of mortgage has compound interest? A. Reverse mortgage. 3. The difference between the interest rate of an index and the rate charged by a lender under an adjustable rate mortgage is known as the C. Margin. 4. A lender who believes interest rates will be rising significantly will be least interested in B. A 30-year fixed rate mortgage. 5. A danger that an adjustable rate mortgage poses to a buyer is A. Higher payments if interest rates increase. 6. An adjustable rate loan index is 6% at the time a loan is made. The margin for the loan is 2.5%, with a 5% lifetime cap. The highest the interest rate could go is D. 13.5 BRICnet. 7. A convertible ARM is a loan that can be changed to B. A fixed rate loan. 8. A buyer intends to sell a house within 2 years. The buyer would prefer A. A loan with no prepayment penalty. B. A loan with low initial loan costs. C. An assumable loan. D. All of these. Answer D. 9. Which loan type is most likely to meet all the criteria of question 8? B. Adjustable rate mortgage. 10. An expansionary policy of the Federal Reserve would be to C. Buy government securities. Unit 13 Escrow and Title Insurance. Unit Quiz 1. A broker can act as an escrow when the broker A. Represents the buyer in the transaction. B. Represents the seller in the transaction. C. Is a principal in the transaction. D. Is any of these. Answer D. 2. An escrow company is prohibited from A. Paying referral fees to anyone other than an employee of the escrow company. 3. To determine the balance due on a loan, escrow requests B. A beneficiary statement. 4. Which is a debit to the seller on the seller's closing statement. C. First trust deed to be assumed by buyer. 5. Which is a credit to the buyer on the buyer's closing statement. D. First trust deed assumed. 6. An escrow company has a duty to A. Warn parties if the escrow knows of possible fraud. B. Suggest changes when one party is not being adequately protected. C. Do both of these. D. Do neither of these. Answer D. 7. A standard policy of title insurance is used to show B. That the seller has a marketable title. 8. Which of the following is covered by the CLTA standard policy of title insurance? C. Unknown spousal interests. 9. Which is not covered by an ALTA extended coverage policy of title insurance? A. Mining claims. B. Liens placed by the insured. C. Water rights. D. Off-record easement. Answer B. 10. Title insurance companies may A. Give rebates to brokers for referrals. B. Give brokers preferential rates on their own purchases. C. Charge brokers the same as others but make no effort to collect. D. Do none of these. Answer D. Unit 14 Taxation Unit Quiz 1. The most difficult tax to avoid is the B. Real property tax. 2. The months of November, December, February, and April relate to A. Real property taxes. 3. What did Proposition 13 provide for? A. It set a maximum tax rate. B. It set assessments for property acquired before 1978 back to the value on the 1975 tax roll. C. The tax can be increased 2% per year. D. All of these. Answer D. 4. The proposition that allows a tax assessment for certain homeowners to be transferred from one county to another is Proposition D. 90. 5. The homeowner's property tax exemption is C. $7,000 from assessed valuation. 6. Depreciation for residential property uses A. The straight line method. B. A 27A 1/2 year table. C. A 39-year table. D. Both A and B. Answer D. 7. To have a tax-deferred delayed exchange, which of the following is required? A. The exchange property must be identified within 45 days after the taxpayer relinquishes his property. B. The sale must be completed within 180 days after the taxpayer relinquishes his property. C. Both of these. Answer C. 8. To have a 1031 tax-deferred exchange, you need all of the following except A. Like for like properties. B. To receive boot rather than pay it. C. A trade of investment real property for investment real property. D. To hold property after the exchange in the same manner as you held property going into the exchange. Answer B. 9. Albert wants to exchange property with Baker, which would be boot to Albert in the exchange. B. Cash received by Albert to balance equities. 10. A homeowner can receive preferential tax treatment by A. An interest deduction. B. Use of the universal exclusion. C. A property tax deduction. D. All of these. Answer D. Unit 15 Property Management and Leasing Unit Quiz 1. The term CPM refers to B. Certified Property Manager. 2. Which of the following statements regarding a property manager's compensation is true? A. Compensation is generally a percentage of the gross. 3. Property managers can be protected against receiving no fees when managing a vacant property they are unable to rent by a C. Minimum fee. 4. A lease for 30 months would be described as C. An estate for years. 5. A lease under which the tenant is to pay $500 per month for 3 years is A. Gross lease. 6. A lease that contains a minimum rent and a covenant to remain in business is A. Percentage lease. 7. Which business would likely pay the highest percentage on a percentage lease? A. Parking lot. 8. Which business is likely to pay the lowest percentage on a percentage lease? C. Supermarket. 9. A valid 2-year lease need not be. Contain a legal description of the property. 10. Which statement regarding security deposits is true? A. Non-refundable cleaning deposits are not allowed. B. Deposits for furnished rentals can't exceed 3 months' rent. C. Security deposits for unfurnished rentals can't exceed 2 months' rent. D. All of these. Answer D.